Hello and welcome to grade 7 to 9 revision week 2. I hope you enjoyed the first one and got a lot out of it. Remember to message me if you have any questions or queries about any of the topics we go through. I invite you to click the subscribe button so that you're up to date on all our videos, and join our study group as well so you can ask more questions and get even more support. Okay, pause the video at the start of each question and have a go before I go through the solutions. Question number 1. The first thing I'm going to do is to expand the double bracket at the top. And I'm going to do the root 12 with the root 12 and root 3, and the negative root 3 with the root 12, root 3, and I get root 12 times root 12 is 12, and root 3 times root 12 gives me that negative root 36 there, which happens again, and then I also get plus 3. So simplifying that now, I end up with 12 minus 6 minus 6 plus 3, which gives me therefore a number 3 as our numerator. So I'm going to clear the screen to just create some more room. So my numerator is 3 and the denominator is root 27 plus 3. So to rationalize that denominator, I am going to times by root 27 minus 3 on my numerator and root 27 minus 3 as my denominator. Okay, so expanding that numerator like this, multiplying everything by 3, I get 3 root 27 minus 9 as my numerator, and my denominator, I'm going to use the standard solution of the difference of two squares, and that gives me root 27 times root 27, which is 27, and then 3 times negative 3 gives me negative 9. So I end up with, I'm going to simplify that third there, that's 27, which is root 9 times root 3, which is 3 root 3, and don't forget I've got to times by that 3, so I end up with 9 root 3. So here we go. So I end up with 9 root 3 minus 9 over 18. Okay, so let me factorize that numerator there so I can simplify that fraction. I'm going to pull out a 9 there, and that will be divided by 18, and then I'm going to simplify that by dividing by 2. So I end up with root 3 minus 1 over 2, and the question tells me to leave, for the rubber, oops, here we go. The question tells me to leave my answer in the form that you see there that I just rubbed out. So if I therefore factorize this, I'm going to pull out that half, and I'm left with a root 3 as a numerator minus 1. And that's my answer. Question number 2. Pause the video and have a try. Okay, we have a quadratic simultaneous equation with a linear and a non-linear, and the method is to substitute the linear into the non-linear. So I'm going to substitute y from the linear equation into this one here. So here we go. X squared plus 2 minus x squared equals 20. So I've just substituted y from the linear equation into the non-linear, which is a circle there. And just to let you know, this can come up in a question talking about a circle and a line that crosses it or intersects it, and it may ask you for the coordinates of the points of intersection. Okay, so let me just quickly rub that little circle out and go ahead and simplify this. So we have x squared plus, and I'm going to write this bracket twice. A lot of people often forget to do that, equals 20. So I get x squared plus 4, and I'm going to do this part in my head. Minus 2x gives me minus 4x, and then I end up with plus x squared equals 20. And if I simplify that, I end up with 2x squared and minus 4x. And then I'm going to bring the 20 over to the other side because it is a quadratic equation and I want to make it equal to 0 to be able to solve it. So that gives me negative 16 equal to 0. I can divide through by 2 because everything can divide by 2, including the 0. And I get that. And then hopefully that should factorize into something nice. Let's see, we're looking at 2 and 4. Negative 4 plus 2 should do it. And that therefore leaves me the value of x as minus 2 and the value of x as 4. Now, what should we do with that? We need to plug that into the, we'll plug it into the linear equation. It's much easier to get the values of y. So I'm going to do the red one first. X is negative 2. So I get y equals 2 minus negative 2. So I get a value there of y equals 4. And I'm going to do it to this green one here. When x is 4, I get y equals 2 minus 4. So y equals negative 2. And there are all my values sort of dotted around that page. Question number 3. Pause the video and have a go. So what we have here is algebraic fraction, and the method to simplify it is to factorize. So I'm going to do this numerator first, and I'm going to go ahead and factorize this straight away. And if you don't know how I got these answers, send me a message and I'll make you a quick video on how I did that. But I'm looking at positive 3 and a negative 2 because that's a whole area of a topic there. The denominator is the difference of 2 squares. So I've got 3x plus 1 and 3x minus 1. And that's multiplied by, I can factor out 2 there, 3x plus 1. And this denominator is fully factorized. And let's see what cancels now. I can cancel diagonally. That's the same. And I can cancel this 3x plus 1 with this 3x plus 1. And then I can also cancel this 3x minus 1 with this 3x minus 1. So everything actually pretty much disappears. What we're left with here is these go to 1, never to 0. I'm left with 1 times 2 on the top over 1, which is 2. Pause the video to have a go at questions 4, 5 and 6. I'll be posting a video of the solutions to them on our grade 7 to 9 study group. So if you'd like to join our study group, click the link in the comments below, or you can go to www.rankmymaths.co.uk to join the study group that way. And also invite you and just remind you to click subscribe so you can have a look at our next videos as soon as they drop. Take care. See you next week.